Retail apocalypse now. Analysts say 75,000 more U.S. stores could be doomed.
Not surprising at all.
Doomed.
About to take it to the dome.
Widespread closures have roiled the retail industry, but many more stores are likely to shut down in coming years to keep up with a shift to online shopping, according to a report by the investment firm UBS. An estimated 75,000 stores that sell clothing, electronics, and furniture will close by 2026 when online shopping is expected to make up 25% of retail sales, according to UBS. Roughly 16% of overall sales are made online.
Good.
Analysts said the closures would affect a broad variety of retailers, affecting an estimated 21,000 apparel stores, 10,000 consumer electronics stores, and 8,000 home furnishing stores.
I mean, you know what, dude? I grew up going to all these types of places, but I'm not lamenting the loss of them. Because you got to think about all the strip mall space and all of the fucking giant fucking spaces that are taken up by these useless businesses now. Those places could be opened up for commerce that we can actually use or made into public spaces and parks and shit. This is the future of, an economy that thinks about the land that we use. And a lot of these fucking types of retailers are responsible for the, what do they call it? Yeah, when a fucking city continues to grow outward.
Oh, you're talking about basically
sprawl?
Sprawl, urban sprawl.
And suburban and urban expansion.
These are all strip mall joints and shit, and like giant eyesores out in the middle of the fucking field that we build towns around.
And now a bunch of them are empty, dude.
Right.
You know what I find weird about this article is it talks about how these companies are going to suffer, but I don't see anything about all the jobs that are going to be lost.
Well, because we don't talk about that.
I don't see anything about like 75. Okay, so if 75,000 stores are closing,
Millions
then
and
you're
millions of
talking
jobs.
about probably we're probably talking about
At
millions of
least
jobs.
a million
Now, obviously,
jobs.
there's going to be offset by people starting businesses and working
Right,
for these
of
other
course,
companies.
sure.
So we don't really know the exact number. But here's the thing, too, when you think about this, is that this is what you're competing with now. Like, if you want to buy something, like, most of us don't go, what store can I go to? Like, we go to Amazon or go to an online store or do a search, like, I want to buy whatever the fuck it is you want to buy.
I mean, look at video stores. When we were kids, those were everywhere. There was 18 different brands of video stores.
You needed a physical
Right.
copy. Everyone and it was an expensive proposition. And now it's like most movies you can see for
Now you can't. There isn't one anymore. Like not in most cities. There's some
Redbox.
boutique ones. There's a Redbox kiosk that you can go to. Those all got swallowed up and turned into other businesses.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what's going to happen
And
here.
the crazy thing is that not only are all of these stores going out of business, but a lot of the stores that do stay open are going to be run by automatons
right.
and shit like that. So, automation is going to replace a lot of the workers that do work in retail. So it's going to be fucking crazy. Like, we're looking at crazy unemployment numbers in the future unless somebody comes up with something.
This is just part of the obvious downward trend, and I'm talking globally
Right.
and across the spectrum, that optimists don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about any of these things individually because they've got this drumbeat of like, there are less poor people in the world now than there ever have been. They don't pay attention to the impending doom that seems to be all around us. The collapse of the ecology, the collapse of the environment, the collapse of retail.
Have you seen?
By the way, it's apparently 104 degrees in Laredo, so sorry for you guys.
Have you guys seen that Netflix actually put out, I think with David Attenborough, about the series about the planet?
I've seen it. I've seen the first episode anyway.
And it's crazy because they show you these monocultures, these palm oil, dude. Palm oil is fucking crazy. I don't know if you guys know anything about that, but like, have these people tell you that. It's like, look, there's a huge diversity of life, and now it's been basically just cleared out for palm oil. And a lot of the rainforests are just being totally fucking destroyed. I mean, I know we've heard that since we were kids, but it's like people are, like you're saying, people are just being naive. Oh, well, most people are in poverty. It's like, but that's all going to collapse when all these ecosystems collapse and all these...
Right. It's already starting to happen.
And all these intricate relationships are gone.
The third world suffers first from all this shit because they're the people that don't have the fucking infrastructure to move their villages off the coast. So that it'll be them that eats it first. And then it'll come home to us, and that's just that's
look
just
at
the economy.
Here. Look at all people from Central America. Why those countries suck? They all these landlocked, and like that's just those are all the indicators. That's like an area in the coal mine. It's going to get worse. More people are going to try to come to these other countries, and there's not going to be enough.